Welcome back. Now we pick it up from where we stopped last time. We introduced text. Now we'll be moving to images. When you click on that hexagonal signal there, which is here, you'll notice that it brings you to a place that shows you sticker, import, draw, shapes, bezier, arrow. It shows you those. But right now, we'll start with stickers. You don't have to do much with it because they are just images and we don't have much use for them. So that is it. Next is import. Import simply takes you to your file manager, your file explorer, where you can select an image. Okay, let's try that out. Okay, let's say I'm selecting this, the first image there, and it will prompt me to crop. I'll simply move this around and then I'll click tick. After that, this is the result. And when you click on that, it will bring you here. You can reselect the first reselect here. You can reselect, you can delete, you can crop the image. Cropping the image will simply take you back here. So that is that. And next, you can copy just to replicate the image to the front, just the way I showed you earlier during text introduction. Taking to the back, we simply do it this way. It has taken it to the back. I'm bringing it to the front. You see that? To the back, to the front, to the back, to the front. Okay, next is position. Position still does the same thing it does in text. You see that? Which I can also do with my hand even without needing the help of position. You see this? I'm just pulling it around. Next is relative position, just the same way it does in text. You see that? So next we move to relative size. You see that? Just to increase it at a particular pace. Okay, next we'll go to color. Color, when you are working with an image or a picture, is not really necessary. Enabling it will change the entire image to a particular color. So that is that. I'm selecting different colors and we don't need that, so simply cancel. Next is texture. When working with an image, it will almost do the same thing that your color did. You see what it did there? It's like it's kind of selecting another image. So, and to go back, you click here. You click this top part that points an arrow to the back. So that is that. Just click it and it will take you back here. Next is opacity. Opacity simply reduces the transparency. That way. You see that? So that is that about opacity. Next is color filter. Color filter, you might have a picture that doesn't or isn't that clear or has some corrections to be made. Look at this. You see this? So that is what color filter does. Next, we'll move to stroke. Stroke simply means adding a border around the image. You see that? That is what stroke does. And then we'll move to eraser. Eraser is simply removing some part of the image. And to get a bigger brush, this top part, click on this top part here. Just click on it, you'll get a bigger brush. Look at that now. I am cleaning a bigger part of the image. You can see that when I click this, you see the part that I cleaned off and no more there. If you carefully clean it off, it will look good. but that is for now, that is what that does. Next is mask. Mask also does the same thing it does to text. This way it will clean off the part that is bordered, or when you click out here, it will clean off the parts outside the circle. You see that? So that is what mask does. Next is erase color. Erase color, it simply cleans off a particular part or a particular color. Let's enable. You can see that it has cleaned off parts of the text. Look at this. You could see that it's cleaning a particular color. And to select a color too, you can use this tool to select a particular color you want to clean. Now let's try it. I'm moving this now, moving it around. Okay, I'm selecting his suit, and I'll click this tick here. You see, it has cleaned off every black color in the image. So that is just that about erase color. Next, you go to rotate. Rotate just does the same thing this curve here does. It just does the same thing. Now look at this. I'm using that curve now. You see that? And I'll get here now. Now I'm using this here. You see that? It just does the same thing. Exactly the same thing. So next we'll be moving to 3D rotate. 3D rotate flips it in more ways than rotate does. You see that? So that is that about that. Next is 3D shape. When you need the 3D shape, okay, let me enable it and show you how it works. You see that? That's just how that works. You see? That is just how that works. Next, we'll be moving to perspective. Perspective just does the same thing it does in text. When I enable, you see that? You see that? Okay. Next, inner shadow. It casts a shadow inside. That is simply what it does. And you can choose the color of the shadow. Okay. Next is emboss. It casts a rotatable shadow inside. Okay. So that is that about the image. Next, in the next class, we'll be speaking about, let's just cover it here. The next is this here that looks like an image pasted on top another. So when you click on it here, you click on it, you can simply select color of background. By this first side, you can select color of background here. You can make the background transparent. You can select the template size by this. You can easily crop it. As you move, you can select an image. This image is already preloaded images that you can select your background from. And this is a select from gallery to simply take you to your file explorer, and you can select any of them you need. So that is that about from gallery. You can take real-time camera too and take an image and use it for your background. And next is this tool here that looks like a wand. When you click on it here, you can rotate your background by this first one. You can just alter the colors just that way. Strips, You can make your background stripes. You see that? If you need that as your background, you can simply go to stripes. And brightness, you can increase the brightness. Just that way you can filter the colors of your background with the above. That is just what those does. So that is it. And the next video, I'll be showing you how to make a flyer. So for now, this is that about the Pixel Lab environment. If you have any question, you can ask. So that is that about that.